Hello, welcome to Keys by Kenneth. We're going to go over Every Time I Think of You, Babies. Couldn't find this one on the internet, so decided to learn it and post it. Hope it helps you play. Most of the chords I think are correct on here, but you can play the notes however you like if you want to change it up a little bit. It's going to start with G octaves on your left hand at the beginning, alternating, and then he's going to move to a C major, down to a C, over to a G, stay on G on the right hand and move to F sharp octaves, and then slide over to an E, and then to a B, up to a C, and then D. You don't have to play the octave on the D on this one because you're going to use a little run starting with the D to where you end up on G again. So, beginning. Every time I think of you, always turns out good. Every time I've held you, I thought you understood. Just like that. And then on the next part, he's gonna start rolling the chords like this, a little faster. So the first part you do it a little slower, and then in the next part you kind of have to start moving your fingers a little faster. People say that a love like ours. And you can when you drop down to the C, you can play the C octave. Will surely pass. So it's the same 4 notes, but then he hits this a few times before he jumps to the next chord right here. Last and last. And then you're going to move up to this chord right here, D sharps with these 3 notes, and then move over to these 3 notes with A sharp until it gets to the verse or to the chorus. So we'll go play that from the beginning, or from this part right here. People say that a love like ours will surely pass, but I know a love like ours will last and last. So at last you're gonna just like that. Then the chorus. So maybe I was wrong, down to a D right here, wrong, not knowing how I, and then back up to the same chord you played a second ago. Love should go, how our love should go, and then slide over 1 here. But I wasn't, down this F, wrong, not knowing how I, up to these 3 notes, and F sharp. Love should grow, our love would grow. And then back to the same chord right here. But every time I think of you, so you're just going to use those same 2 chords and go back and forth. Every time I think of you, every single time, it always turns out good. So you're going to play that G inverted on that good part, and then you go back to, and that's when right before he goes to the next verse. Seasons come in, seasons go, but our love will never die. start with a A, and then back to the G. As people say that our love affair will never last, but we know a love like ours will never pass. Sing, go back to the verse or the chorus. Maybe I was wrong not knowing how our love should go, how our love should go. But I wasn't wrong not knowing how our love would grow, how our love would grow. And every time I think of you, every time I think of you, every single time, it always turns out good. And then he's going to start just playing that. Stay right here in the middle. You play the same chords, but you just roll them slow. And then on the G octave, stay at the G. I'm sorry, then move to E right there. And then you just use that little run right there till it takes you back to the G. People say a love like ours will surely pass, but we know a love like ours will last and last. Maybe I was wrong not knowing how our love should go, how our love should go. But I wasn't wrong not knowing how our love would grow, how our love would grow. Finish it off. Every time I think of you, every time I think of you, every time I think of you, it always turns out good. Every time to finish goes to these two notes and the C major. Time I think of you, every time I think of you, every time I think. Just finishes it off right there, back between those two notes. Time I think of you. And there you go. Hope that helps.